Good morning. We picked the coldest day of the year to do our final wrap up on the chicken and goat barn build. You'll see in a second, after we kind of check out the inside, you'll see the whole process tacked on to the end of this video. But to show you the end results first, so if you're not interested in the build process and all the things we had to do and how it went and how it looked, you can just cut out after this part. That's our house right there. Come through, and there's the barn. It's a 24 by 20 foot barn, so it's 20 foot wide, 24 foot long. It's a VersaTube building, so it's all steel tube on a concrete foundational piers that we poured. And we do have gutters that'll go along this edge and that edge, but they're not hung yet. We didn't get a chance before this polar storm dropped in. And we do have security lights for there, and on the other side, motion activated high intensity security lights, so we can see what we're doing at night. We need to come down here, and also we can kind of keep an eye on things that are going on once it gets dark. Anytime something moves around, you know, out there, these lights will trigger. So, or around here or around there. So anyway, let's walk around, check it out. We got two windows in the front door here. This is our main entry door. And as we come around here, sorry, it's pretty deep snow right now. As you can see, all this is piled up because we don't have gutters and the snow's been dropping off the roof. But that's the goat door. That'll actually be a half door. So that door will open up and then the bottom will open up. So we can do a combination, keep the top one closed and the bottom one open, or vice versa for the goats to come in and out as they please. There'll be a security light there. This will be their main paddock area here, but there's an opening there and they'll be able to graze all this hillside. And as you keep going that way, they'll be grazing all that. There's one of our production gardens, second production garden, hoop house, the rental gardens right there, and student gardens and another rental garden. Whoa! Well, there's obviously stuff. There's obviously stuff buried in the snow here, but our fire pit's there. That's the back side of the building. Got two windows. We got 4 windows in this thing entirely for ventilation. We don't want moisture buildup or ammonia buildup inside the barn. If I can get around here, because it could cause respiratory infections in the goats and the chickens. We do have a chicken door, which is buried. And this door I custom fabricated, bought the controller for it. I custom fabricated this for the goose and the ducks because they're too big to get out of those doors. And they just don't make these. I had to custom fabricate one. But this is on a timer and or a light sensor. It'll raise the door up like a guillotine almost. And it'll slowly raise it back down at the times we set it. So in the morning we'll have it light activated. So as soon as it detects light, it'll open the door for the ducks and the chickens and the goose to get out. And at night, at about whatever time we decide to have it close on a timer, it'll close. All right, so that's the outside. And again, we'll get those gutters on as soon as, you know, maybe end of January, February now, unfortunately, with all this snow and cold. Let's take a look inside. I can hear the ducks and goose right now. Knocky knocky. There's Corinne. Hi Corinne.
Hi.
This is the duck, chicken, and goose mama.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I walked across something that was buried in the snow and fell in my face.
I bet everyone's gonna enjoy that on camera.
It was caught on camera. I didn't stop. I recovered nicely.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the door we just came in, and the electrical panels, that was done by Vince Thor and Gilligan. What's his first name? Anyway, they're a team of electricians. They're retired electricians from the school district, and they do their own thing now, and we're using them as our electricians. So this is our storage area. Now, again, it's a little unorganized because we're not completely done down here. Got our lights. We got to wrap those cords up nice and neat now. And then through here, it's not finished yet, but that is the goat pen. And again, when we get the goats, we get closer to getting goats, we'll finish this out, fill it full of sawdust, build the door. We used old cell panel pallets from Sageville Elementary, where I work. We use these pallets for the walls, and we put tin on everything, corrugated tin that I salvaged off a barn, to keep all the feces and stuff off the sides of the steel structure and make sure we don't do anything. All right, your turn, Corinne.
All right, the other half. What do we call it? The poultry, the fowl palace? I don't know. Fowl, I guess, can be a play on words. So we've got two areas in here currently. We've got our smaller area at this end. We can use for multiple things. It can be an isolation area. If we've got a couple chickens that are sick or having issues, we can isolate it in here. We can separate out the goose and the ducks in here because they make a much bigger mess. So we can separate them out and try to keep the mess down if needed. And the other thing we can use this for is for our baby chicks in the spring, once they get old enough to kind of come out, be near the other chickens and ducks, but keep from interacting. We can have them isolated in here. So kind of dual purpose. The main run right now is, about 3/4 of the entire length. This is a quarter. So right now we don't really have anyone in isolation. This isn't as well set up with heated water, so we've got them all mixing right now so they can decide where they want to be. Our main section's got our laying boxes. We've got two main doors. The one door that Goose is standing right in front of is Sean's customized specialty door because Goose is too big to fit through any standard chicken duck door that you can buy out there. So Sean had to fabricate his own.
And even the ducks are kind of big to fit through the chicken door.
Yeah, they probably could have fit, but it'd been a squeeze.
Yeah.
So we've got that. And then we've also got a smaller door that's under one of the set of nesting boxes.
Right there. Right where the goose or the duck is standing.
So that allows us, with those two different doors, to make smaller sections if need be and control who can go in and out and when. Right now we've just got some old ladders for roofs. We've got the materials to build fold up roofs, which we're going to put along this wall so that they'll just fold up on chains and we can clean and take out poop or whatever we need to do and then put them back down. So those will all come out once those roofs are built. And they can maybe be outside play roofs or something for them.
And we do have some heat in here.
Yeah, we got just installed. Our heater luckily came on Thursday. Yay, good timing. So we've got a pretty good sized heater with dual controls for output. Thankfully, we've got that in and good to go. We've got heated waters in here along this wall. We've got to get pretty creative with our messy ducks in here that make a mess of everything. So a lot of catch pans to try to keep the sawdust, which we got from the pallet manufacturer out on the west end. Took 2 truckloads of sawdust to get it started.
4 cubic yards.
4 cubic yards.
2 cubic yards per truckload. And they're...
We usually rake that up every morning and maybe afternoon if we need to, kind of mix in. We're kind of doing a deep litter method through the winter. Unfortunately, we're getting a late start because they've only been in here like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. But we'll keep mixing it in so as it breaks down, it'll release some heat from the bottom too. That's it.
Cool. All right. Well, that's what we've been working on for the past, oh geez, I don't know, since what, June?
Yeah.
May? That's when we started planning it. And then,
Well, you started planning in April with my students.
yeah.
My urban ag students.
Yeah, her urban
And
ag
then they
students.
pitched it in May. We got feedback from the ag department, ag and engineering department up at VW Platteville. Then we went through permitting, shipping, all that, manufacture. We do all the foundational work. And the docs are not impressed with this whole discussion.
Yeah, so we're pretty much almost done in here. Like I said, as soon as I build these roofs, these long roofs that go along this wall, then we'll take the ladders out and then readjust the heater so that it shines over the roosting boxes, or the roosting racks. And they're starting to use their nesting boxes now. I know in a previous video I had said that they're not using them and we're having an egg hunt every day. But now they're starting to get in the boxes now, because there's no straw in here. I think that was the issue.
Yeah, they were used to going in the straw and the temporary coop.
Yeah.
It kind of weirded them out, and they're like, where'd our straw go?
Yeah, now that there's no straw, now they use the roosting boxes. So, hi ladies, just chilling. Okay, all right, that's it. We're basically done and moving on to other things. All right, say bye.
Bye.
Bye guys. Thank you for watching, and if you stay tuned right after this here, I'll cut into the build process if you want to kind of see how it progressed. We got pictures and stuff. All right. Well, this is going to be a problem. Let me show you. We might have to set everything back now. All right, so we got a little standing water in some of these holes. This is the northeast corner. Standing water down there, not too bad. I would probably say a couple inches. That one's all the way up into the sonotube. That one's all the way up into the sonotube halfway. This one's probably got about 6-7 inches of water in it. It gets worse. Just hold on. That's up to the sonotube. So that means there's probably 18 inches. That one's dry. Or 16 inches. It's the that one's up into the sonotube. There's one of our corners right there, completely filled with water. That's the southwest corner. That one's halfway up into the sonotube. Close to halfway up into the sonotube. Almost all the way up into the sonotube. That's 2/3 into the sonotube. And this one is full of water. And that's a deep hole. That's, 40 inches of water in there. So I guess I'm gonna have to try to get a pump to pump this stuff out and let it dry out. I don't know what else to do. Everybody happy in their new barn home. Drinking some water there, chicken? Drinking some water? Who's all clucking over there? Everybody's happy. It's only like a quarter of them. Everybody else is outside. This is the quarantine pen. Trying to fix the scales on some of the lady's legs that are starting to lift. So